Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ZULFAIDHI bin ZULKEFLY. So today we would like to present our case study which is Mastering AI Chatbot for Academic Research with Perplexity AI. So the topic title is Cybersecurity Awareness among University Students. So this presentation is prepared for Dr. Aznora binti Osman. So this is my team members. Firstly is me, ZULFAIDHI IKMAL. Second is HAFIZ. And lastly is AIMAN HAFIZ.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aiman Hafiz bin ZAMREE, and for today, for this slide presentation, I will introducing about Perplexity AI. So Perplexity AI is an advanced conversational AI search engine that launched in 2022. Unlike a normal chatbot that we usually use that generate answer from stored data, Perplexity actually perform a real-time web searches to find and summarize information from credible source. What makes it special is its transparency. Every response includes citations and links to the original sources, which help maintain the academic integrity and credibility. So so for university student, this feature is particularly useful when starting a literature review because it helps summarize research findings. Okay, and the goal of our Sulam project, which is the Mastering AI Chapter for Academic Research, is to demonstrate how tools like Perplexity can actually support but not replace academic research. So through this, students can learn how to use AI ethically and ask the better question, analyze content critically, and apply the integrity in every stage of their research process. And now let's move on to the next slide.
So we will start with the content of training module. Alright, for our case study scenario, we carry out a Sulam workshop about mastering AI chatbot for academic research. In these sessions, students will learn how to use Perplexity AI to help with literature reviews. The facilitator first will introduce the chatbot, explain its main features, and give them research topic, which is cybersecurity awareness among university students. After that, the student will use the Perplexity AI to search, summarize, and analyze the related research papers. They will try both general and specific prompts to see how the phrasing of a question affects the quality of the answer. Later, a reflection session was held where students will discuss which prompt worked best and how they could verify the accuracy of AI-generated information. Through this activity, students will learn to use AI more responsibly and effectively in academic research, especially in terms of critical thinking, accuracy, and source validation. Okay, so there is several prompts and results that we will use in the Sulam activity. This is the first prompt. The goal of this part was to understand how Perplexity AI can assist students in conducting literature reviews, especially in summarizing and comparing academic research efficiently. So, for this prompt, we asked Perplexity AI to summarize three recent journal articles from 2020 until 2024 about cybersecurity awareness among university students. From this prompt, Perplexity AI generated a detailed summary that includes findings from three studies conducted in Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, and China. Each study explores student cybersecurity awareness levels that focusing on factors such as academic background, gender, and exposure to formal cybersecurity educations. From the AI results, we can observe some consistent patterns. For example, students from IT-related programs generally show higher awareness levels, while many still demonstrated risky behaviors such as using personal information for passwords. The summaries also highlighted the importance of formal education and targeted awareness programs to improve students' cybersecurity knowledge and practices. Overall, This output shows how Perplexity AI can effectively assist researchers in summarizing and comparing multiple academic sources in a short amount of time. It provides a clear overview of key findings, allowing students to quickly identify knowledge gaps and common themes for their literature reviews.
Okay, now for the next prompt and result, um, we use the prompt compare the research method used in three recent studies about cybersecurity education at the university. So in this prompt, and the result that we get from the Perplexity AI is that it shows everything, not just the citation. It shows the sources. For instance, like this one, it shows 18 sources, so you can, and then you can click at the sources at the website, and it will bring you directly to the website. So, and the next one is this Perplexity I will summarize from every article that it founds, text this. From every article it will summarize what it shows. For instance, like the recent studies on cybersecurity education in university employ diverse research method. So basically summarize every research that this perplexity I found. And then the next one is it actually summarize all the things. For instance, like FYP student, you want to find a research your research article, and then it will show the example study, like for instance 2024 Malaysian, 2022 Chinese. It will show the data collection technique. So basically it summarizes everything that you wanted to know, and you can put it in your report and stuff. That is the best thing about Perplexity AI for research purpose.
Our third prompt is based on current research, identify research gap in cybersecurity awareness among university students. The goal is not to just summarize what we already know, but to identify what we don't know yet. This is one of the most difficult part of the research and very essential for any student starting a thesis or final year project. By using Perplexity, in just a few seconds, the student gets to know the list of valid potential research questions to build their own project. Next, our fourth prompt is combine findings from multiple sources to get future direction for cybersecurity education research. This prompt is designed to help a student write the conclusion or future works section of their research paper. It asks the AI to synthesize information and propose what's next for the entire field. This helps the student position their own work and show how it contributes to the future of the field. Finally, our fifth prompt is summarize how different researchers measure or evaluate cybersecurity awareness in their study. This is a very practical prompt for a student who is designing their own research. The purpose is to understand the tools and methods that other researchers use. This is crucial for writing a strong methodology chapter. So, with this Perplexity AI, they can confidently design their own research study based on methods that are already validated and accepted in their field.
Next, these are some of the important do's and don'ts when using AI chatbots like Perplexity AI in academic research. For the do's, students are encouraged to use AI to generate the ideas, summaries, and explanations, but they must always verify the information using reliable sources. It's also important to maintain the academic integrity by rewriting and citing AI assisted content properly. Students should try out different prompt styles to improve the quality of their responses and take note of any helpful prompts for future use. As for the don'ts, students should not copy paste AI answers directly into their work or include any personal or sensitive information in their prompts. They must not depend fully on AI as the final source of truth and should never use it to skip the actual learning process. Finally, always remember that AI is a helpful tool, but it's not always accurate or authoritative.
So next we move on to the ethical and privacy issue. Okay, first we're going to talk about the ethical issue. Number one, the dependency on the AI. Students today might rely too much on AI to summarize, generate ideas, or even write for them. When this happens, their own critical thinking and writing skill may not fully develop. Number two, academic integrity and plagiarism. If a student use text given by AI and submit it as their own, that is considered plagiarism. Even if the Perplexity provides citation, students must rewrite the ideas in their own words and verify the information. And number three, the accuracy. AI is not always accurate when giving information, so students must always double check the information with the original source. Do not accept AI response blindly. We're going to talk about the privacy issue. Number one is the data collection and privacy. We must understand that conversation with AI are not completely private because this tool often store the question you ask in order to improve their system. So students should avoid sharing sensitive information in prompts. Number two, risk of confidential data leaks. As we know, some academic works involve private or unpublished data. If you enter the data into AI tools, there is a risk that it could be stored and leaked. Therefore, students should never put in confidential research materials into AI. And lastly, user tracking. AI tools can track things like user activity and device information. This data may be used to build user profile or for target advertising. So students need to be aware that their research pattern may be monitored.
For this slide, we will talk about a pre and post questionnaire. So before we begin our training, we will give the participant the pre questionnaire is before, and after we settle the training module, we will give them the post questionnaire. So basically, this questionnaire to ask their understanding about initial knowledge and possession of AI tools, especially for Perplexity AI in academic research. Then after the completing the training, then we will give them the post questionnaire so that we can measure what they learned, how their attitude changed, and how confident they felt using AI are responsible for research. So for both pre and post questionnaire, I will we will give them the measure. The measurement is from number one and number five until number five. If you start from strongly disagree, the first one strongly disagree. Disagree makes feeling agree and strongly agree. So we conduct five questions, and that from that five question they will answer based on their knowledge. And now let's move on to post questionnaire. Okay, now let's move on to the post training questionnaire. So it's similar to the pre questionnaire. So basically, we have five ways to measure their knowledge. The first one, of course, strongly disagree, disagree, mixed feeling, agree, and strongly agree. Same just like pre-questionnaire. And then this for this questionnaire, actually we create the questionnaire opposite the pre-questionnaire. So the pre-questionnaire most like more the question more to like we don't know. And this post-questionnaire, hopefully, it will shows that they have a clear improvement from recent before we start the training module, and hopefully that they can understand how the perplexity of AI works. And the most important part is we can know and we can finally help them to use AI tools in the most ethically and a good way. So for the first question is I am able to explain. Okay, improvement. Hopefully the answer will be strongly agree. And the second one is I am able to write the best prompt. The third one is I am aware of ethic. So this is the most important. We will focus on this one. And the fourth one is I am able to describe the benefit offered by using Perplexity AI. And the last one is I am able to identify the incorrect information. So overall, the pre and post questionnaire comparison, um, hopefully, it can demonstrate that our training is successful and actually help the students about awareness, skills, and critical thinking when using the AI for academic work. Also, hopefully, it shows that with proper guidance, AI tools like this Perplexity AI can truly support and not replace the authentic research practice. And I guess that is all from our group. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.